Hello, I'm Sarah Mueller, a reporter with Forbes, and I'm on the campaign trail here in Iowa. Tonight we're at the Lincoln Dinner in Des Moines. I'm here with Ryan Binkley, who is a campaign pastor and candidate and businessman. You have many hats right now. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, great. Well, it's great to meet you, Sarah. I'm a businessman and I'm a pastor. I co-founded a business 20 years ago with my dad. We have a merger and acquisition investment banking firm, about 400 employees throughout the nation. And then I'm also a pastor. My wife and I co-founded a church 10 years ago. And so we've been doing both. And then about 8 years ago, this message about running for president came to my heart. And so we launched this about 2 months ago. And so we're in campaign telling America that it's time for our country to unite again and get back to solving our biggest problems together.
And what do you think those biggest problems are? I heard a couple of things tonight, including immigration, being kind to one another, very sure. Biblical preachings there. What's on the forefront of your mind?
Well, policy-wise, we have to do something about the massive amount of debt our future is facing right now. So right now we're 32 trillion, but the problem is we're scheduled to be 50 trillion in about 8 years. And that's 12 to 14% of our budget paying interest, and we don't have that kind of money. So we have to tell America we're going to have to deal with this. And so we have a 7-point plan on really how to really figure out this budget crisis that we're in and have a roadmap to a balanced budget. Also, we have a big policy that we want to lead the first ever Republican desocialized healthcare plan. We actually want to bring competition back to healthcare, bring price visibility. So the whole plan really is to help bring competition in the monopolies in healthcare with big pharma as well as insurance exchanges. And so really try and put a marketplace environment that's a little bit cleaner and more visible.
I want to talk about immigration. You are a Texan. You're right next to the border there. You mentioned immigration tonight. Tell a little bit about where you stand on the issue.
Absolutely. Well, we have to secure our border from coast to coast, not just in Texas, but all the way through California. We have a huge problem, drugs, human trafficking, as well as people coming in illegally. The question is, it's a 50-year-old problem. No president has done anything comprehensive about it. It's going to take money, resources, and I believe a bipartisan plan to do that. So I want to lead the effort to have the first ever Republican-led immigration plan where we're fixing the problem once and for all. And it's going to have to be a bipartisan plan. We need to probably remove the sanctuary cities. We need to require E-Verify. So we've got 15 or 20 million people in our country. We don't know who they are. Many of them need to go back if they've committed a crime, if they come here, I would say in the last 4 or 5 years. But if people have been here, they came in, they were a kid, they had no choice. They've been here for 20 years. Maybe we need to have a workplace registration and allow them to work here legally. So there's a truthful, secure, strong, but yet compassionate way to deal with this, and that's the way we want to do it.
So are you saying you support dreamers who are already in the States?
I think that our plan would help them finally have a path in order to be here legally in the right way. And so this is an issue that we have to deal with as Americans and recognize it's complicated. There's no 30-second answer to a 50-year-old problem, but we need to do it the right way. And so, if they came here 20, 30 years ago and they don't, we should not penalize them like a lot of people want to. For many that came across illegally, they should pay a fine or they should leave. And so we have to recognize that people did come across illegally. Just like if we broke the law here, you pay a fine or you go to jail, same kind of thing. And so we have to do it the right way.
I want to make sure you get back to the voters here today, but I'm sure this won't be our last conversation. This is a very dense race full of candidates, including Donald Trump, who took the stage tonight. Vivek is one of the top pollers right now in Iowa. What makes you stand out among them, especially given backgrounds?
Well, right now, I'm the only probably financial one that's really speaking to the budget, especially out of the ones you mentioned, and how we're going to really solve our financial crisis, and then speak to a healthcare reform package. I'm the only one talking about a comprehensive immigration plan. I'm the only one also talking about how does the Republican Party grow. So we need to dive into urban America with a Republican-led alternative to socialism, which is a volunteer movement, teaching kids how to read, as well as teaching people how to have trades again. We have to put people back to work again. And so this is not an area that the Republicans are strong in, but I'm telling you, it's wide open for us to dive into urban America. We lost 46 of the top 50 cities by population in the last election. So we need to go in there and show them that you don't have to totally rely on government assistance. You can have a job. We can help people out of poverty, help them have a living wage and a good career, and that's what we need to lead in.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.